everyone, this is Joey from Joe the Coaster Fan here, and today I'll be giving out my full review of MaxxForce at Six Flags Great America. Before I begin, if you are new here to this channel watching this video right now and interested to see more of my upcoming coaster content coming later on, please make sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to support this channel and hit that bell icon to be notified for my upcoming videos later on. Alright, let's get right into it. MaxxForce is a steel compressed air launched roller coaster located at Six Flags Great America in Gurnee, Illinois. Made by S&S Sante Technologies, this ride opened in 2019 and is known to be holding the record of having the fastest accelerating launch in North America. The ride stats of MaxxForce is 175 feet tall, a drop of 172 feet, total track length of 1,800 feet, total speeds up to 78 miles per hour, and has 5 inversions. Let's head to our first category, the presentation. MaxxForce is themed to racing, as the ride's train is based on the famous Formula 1 car, with slotted wheels on the front train, as also the ride station resembles a station, similar to Top Thrill dragsters at Cedar Point. The ride's color scheme has white track and black supports, which I think really does fit in with this ride, and it's really nice of how it looks for the racing theme, and how the colors look different to know which ride you're going at the park. This ride is currently almost 4 years old, and the surroundings from the launch is interesting, as it has a very low to the ground tunnel that a railway crosses sits above on it that the ride op will tell you to put your hands down, but we'll talk about that the next topic. This has some very unique views, as it has some inverting elements that haven't been seen on any coaster before, and you can see it almost anywhere from the park, and get some great photos of this coaster from its queue line and near the entrance for the Southwestern Territory. And since how amazing this ride looks at the park and how it fits in, I give the whole MaxxForce presentation an 8.5 out of 10. Because again, I think this ride fits in at the park and is a great addition to it, as it is also honored by a lot of people as it gets many attention from the general public. The ride experience. First, you dispatch out of the station and enter to its compressed air launch. You sit in place as the catch wagon waits to attach you as you are about to launch out. Then after rolling back a couple of times, the brakes come down and then you start launching out of the station super fast in 1.8 seconds, where you experience probably one of the most intense launches ever. This element just gets me screaming every time because of how intense that moment is. After that launch, you head up to its unique dog tongue that has 2 inversions connected together in one element, which you will get some great hang time. Then after the dog tongue, you pick up the speed to the right and go through its fast-paced Heartline roll, as you are going through there at 60 miles per hour, where you will experience some amazing whip it offers. Then you end the ride by flying through its unique element, the Max Dive Loop, which has a 0G roll cutted and a dive loop. Just like the dog tongue, it is one element with 2 inversions. Then finally you come to a complete stop when coming down from the dive loop. Compared to the other current launches I've ridden, I must say that this one here at Great America is literally insane. You know, I must do this, but I'm gonna give the ride experience a 10 out of 10 because of how amazing this experience is and how I was really impressed when I came to the brake run on my first ride. Fun factor, if you are a launch coaster fanboy like me, then this may become your favorite coaster at Great America. And if you ride this many times and get a night ride at the front, I promise that this ride will get more better the more times you ride this, and it may become your favorite too. But I heard many prefer glides over this, and you may too if you're into RMC so much. When MaxxForce first opened, there was a modification Six Flags needed to fix on this. The compressed air launch system was extremely loud that it could be heard all throughout from the park, and especially the city of Gurnee, which made a lot of noise complaints from guests in the park and residents nearby. If you're wondering, this is what the launch sounds like. In order to reduce the loud noise and the problem it had created, the manufacturer that built MaxxForce and makes launch systems like these added sound barriers to the launch system to finally reduce the noise it had created, which it actually did fix the problem. But just keep in mind that the compressed air launch is still louder than you think when you are in the surrounding area of MaxxForce, and you may cover your ears for this, but if you wear earplugs, you are A-OK. I honestly think MaxxForce is the best coaster at Great America because of how I got 2 amazing night rides in this and how it impressed me so much. MaxxForce is intense, whippy, has some amazing hang time to the dog tongue, and how the pacing is immaculate when you come out of the dog tongue picking it up through the insane heartline roll in 60 miles per hour, and the racing theming it has, which I do love racing a bit. This all comes to preference, but I give the fun factor a 10 out of 10 easily because of how I am currently stating facts of one of my favorite coasters to you all right now. Ride smoothness. MaxxForce is really smooth, and it also has smooth inverting transitions to it. I did not find any rattles on this coaster at all, and the trains are really well designed, with those comfortable restraints, and while it has the shin guards connected, I don't find those bothering me at all. I give the ride smoothness a 9.5 out of 10 because of how really enjoyable the smoothness of this ride is and how I'd want to go on again and again. World records. MaxxForce today currently holds 3 coaster world records when it first debuted in 2019. The first record is having the fastest acceleration in North America of 0 to 78 miles per hour in 1.8 seconds. The second one is having the fastest inversion in the world, which is the Heartlight Roll at 60 miles per hour between the dog tongue and max dive loop. And the last record has the tallest double inversion in the world, standing 175 feet. My thoughts. MaxxForce is a really phenomenal ride at Great America, and it is one of my favorite coasters I've ever ridden that keeps impressing me every ride. The night rides are fantastic, the ride is smooth, has great transitions, and in my opinion is the best coaster there. Even though MaxxForce and Goliath are both phenomenal rides, they both impressed me at Great America. It again comes to my preferences alone, but I just like MaxxForce more as being a launch coaster fanboy. Now we have came to the final results of the full review I've stated of this ride, which I just considered the score to just be super great. MaxxForce is full of fun, enjoyment, a really intense launch, and a much comfortable ride experience. There's literally no negative thing I would say about this ride, but the operations it has are really fair even though they do get slow and have one train up sometimes, and they thankfully offer a single rider line if you are riding alone, which can really save your life rather than waiting in line for 2+ hours, as I've myself used that single rider twice and was really worth getting the front and back row on this. Anyways, my personal score of MaxxForce has to come to a 10 out of 10 because again of how phenomenal this ride is and impressive the whole layout is. I had to put this in my top 5 after just experiencing a surprising front row night ride as it just kept impressing me more. This is the only S&S launch coaster I've ever ridden by far, but it's nothing compared to the other launches I've ridden like Storm Runner, Cheetah Hunt, or even King Ka. I'm looking at you, Velocicoaster. But anyways, I think S&S should continue making more of these compressed air launch models and add more to the USA, because these things are underrated and easily pack a punch. I'd be called crazy for this, but I could see Six Flags New England getting a new coaster like MaxxForce someday to replace the former Goliath coaster, and I think it would be a great fit there since they lack a launch roller coaster and they definitely need one. It would really please the whole general public in the state of Massachusetts. And now this concludes my whole MaxxForce review. Tell me what you think of this roller coaster in the comments down below if you've ridden it, or if you agree with me that it is a phenomenal ride or is the best coaster in Great America. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to me if you're new here and interested to see more videos coming from my channel, and turn on those bell notifications if you want to be notified for my upcoming videos later on. This is Joey from Joe the Coaster Fan, signing off.